can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is James Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. With Robinson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. At the 38-yard line. 25 yards that time. Play action. Stafford. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Stafford. It's defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying, I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making. Now they've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd down, goal to go from the 8. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Jets.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Trubisky on first down. They're going for Jeff. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chargers 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 11. A big play on third down for the Chargers. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball. When you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double, you would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short little pass.
Being chased out left. And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Matthew Stafford with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Chargers 10, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. A carry here for the big tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting link.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with an extra point. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And a fake here, direct snap to the open. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. That's by rookie Michael Ojemudia. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, Stafford. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, second down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up second and...
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
First down, New York.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Trubisky, able to find Shaheen here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Midfield now. Here's Trubisky. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Trubisky to throw again. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. This is Swift on the counter. They get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jets.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stafford. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down at Stafford. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
David Montgomery.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
But not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
23 yards, the final tally.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for him with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. From the gun, Stafford, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie, Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Third down.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They run out of the gun. Here's Swift. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about points already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
At the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Stafford looks to throw again. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Running is Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Once again, it's Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Oh.
Go ahead,
Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the split shift. Count it for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Ay, ay, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.